Welcome to Gainesville, Florida, and the swamp, where, as they like to say here, only the Gators come out alive. This place is cranked up and ready for a big game today. We have a midseason matchup of two teams that have earned top 25 rankings, so a good test for both teams with playoff implications on the line. As we'll see the number 15 team in the country, the USC Trojans, taking on the 5th-ranked team, the Florida Gators. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. The Trojans will kick this away to get us going. And here's the return from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20, tried to make something happen. That's good coverage there. So the Gators offense comes on the field first today. And Kirk, here comes the star tight end. There's so much emphasis in college football on using this position creatively. I mean, this guy's as good as any of them.
Yeah, you nailed it, Chris. We've seen tight ends have a big impact in college football in the past, but what this guy is doing right now is unbelievable. Speed of a wide receiver, size and power of an offensive lineman. We're looking at a freak out there today.
First down here for this offense. They're going to run it. The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Here's the 2nd down play. Quarterback drops back. The tight end has got it. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice game. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Pass complete for a first down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs. There's some pre-snap movement, back in motion. Quick pass, here comes a jet sweep. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense.
Chris, I always talk about this. You can always gauge a team's toughness as a group by how willing they are to tackle with their corners. Here, the corner shows you he's not just out there to cover, does a good job of being physical and making that play.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
The Gators are on the move here. And the single back takes the handoff. And they've got him, but there's also a flag on the play. Open. It stings for the offense. Penalty will cost him 10 yards. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Back to throw again. Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play.
This is exactly how you can slow down the momentum and a rhythm of an offense. You got to get some tackles for a loss and some sacks. This time, they come up with a sack by getting after that quarterback.
The sack sets up 2nd down. Offense looking to throw the ball. Fires it to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Solid tackle, able to get him down.
One thing we know for sure, I don't know as a play caller, you can make that call without a quarterback who can throw it with a big arm. He put that on a rope.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Going for a big play downfield. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but It brings up a 4th down. So here comes the kicking team on the field. They'll settle for 3. This is a daunting attempt from 54 yards out. Let's see if he's got the leg. Right down the middle. It breaks the scoreless tie here, makes it 3-0.
Boy, this guy has such a strong leg. No problem. Up into the net from 50 plus.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. On the kickoff is hammered, sails out the back of the end zone for a touchback. So USC's offense makes their way onto the field for their first possession. And here we go, Kirk, this matchup on the edge that's going to go a long way to deciding this game. An elite wide receiver and a guy who doesn't believe anybody can beat him.
This is going to be like a boxing match where it's an all-out battle. 2 extremely gifted athletes competing on every snap. Better get your popcorn ready.
They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Unleashes the stiff arm. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a 1st down.
They're going to pick up a 1st down. Nice catch, but even a better throw to show that accuracy and efficiency from that quarterback spot. And my gosh, they have so many great quarterbacks over the years that played at USC. Go back to Carson Palmer, the year he won the Heisman. What a brilliant career he had for the men of Troy. Matt Leinart, think back to those Ncaa offenses and the championships that Matt Leinart won. And, of course, more recently, Caleb Williams for Lincoln Riley, running and throwing and making throws just like that.
Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
An important 3rd down attempt for this offense. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Moves the football to the 30. Good enough for a 1st down. And the Trojans looking to crank up the tempo a bit.
Well, this is great execution here on this screenplay to the running back to pick up big yards and a 1st down. I think in the process, Chris, they send a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful because we're going to throw the screen on you.
So early contact with the defense, it'll push the ball up 5 yards. Mistake by the defense makes it 1st down and 5. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. And it's complete downfield. They bring him down, but the game sets up the offense 1st and goal from the 10. And this big crowd doing everything possible to inspire this defense down here near the goal line. 1st and goal, handoff. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Southern California.
Boy, as a defensive coordinator, you've got to be careful being so worried about this pass game and this quarterback that you're a little bit soft up front and it costs you. It's exactly what happened here as they score this touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. It's blocked. So after his PAT was blocked, the kicker is out there again to boot it away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. And the Florida offense retakes the field. They got points on the board last time thanks to a long-range field goal. Gives it to the back. They get him down, but that's a nice play. Moves the ball to the 33.
Boy, nice first down here by this running back, and what he's doing today makes me reflect on some of the great backs that they've had over the years in Gainesville. Emmitt Smith, arguably one of the best backs, if not the best back in the history of the game. Damian Pierce more recently, but even guys like Eric Rhett and Fred Taylor, just really talented running backs with the ability to take it to the house.
How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? From the gun, he looks for an open man. Lofting it toward the left sideline. This one is broken up and falls incomplete.
Most offensive coaches will be happy taking those 50-50 shots against man coverage, but I'm curious to see if they're going to test this DB again after that coverage.
Offense lines up for a 2nd down play off the incompletion. From the shotgun, drops back. And this pass is on target. Caught. That's a big gain deep into enemy territory. Ball down near the 30.
I understand the concept of bringing the blitz, and you hope that it gets home. But if you don't, you leave your corner in man-to-man situation against this wide receiver. That is a tough ask for this corner, and he's going to lose that battle more often than not.
A big hit by the linebacker, able to knock him down.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Oh, that one's picked off. And they tackle him right there, but that's a turnover.
Really nice job of mixing up the looks here by this defense. Sometimes man, sometimes zone. They fool the quarterback here completely, and he throws the pick.
And the Trojans' offense is back out on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. That'll pick up the 1st down. He's brought down to the 21.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
And it's USC in front, Kirk, as we break for the quarter. Let's check out the stats now through the opening period. Here we go, first play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. Ball handed to the running back. Fights through a tackle. He'll earn the 1st down, but pay for it with a hard hit. And the Trojans come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Handoff here from the shotgun. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Now they run a draw play. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, a lot of times as a play caller, you go to the draw play because you feel the defensive front is just consumed with trying to get pressure on the quarterback. They go with the draw, but the defense is completely locked in. Does a nice job of showing discipline to completely negate the play.
And a huge gain across midfield, all the way to the 40-yard line. And the Trojans come up to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, this is what you see all over college football and even up, obviously, in the NFL. These tight ends that are really recruited as big receivers, and they can...
Got him for a sack. A big play made them one of the senior leaders of this defense.
Well, they're making this offensive line really think and communicate. Bringing different blitzes. This time the outside linebacker gets to the quarterback and comes up with a big sack for the D.
And the back now goes in motion. They look to throw it here on second down. Caught by the back behind the line of scrimmage. And they bring him down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the first down marker. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. And he's got his man open downfield. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
At the 11-yard line. And that's a first down for the offense.
Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. And here's the handoff. Defense able to stop the ball carrier there.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
An important third down conversion coming here in the red zone. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Launching one to the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone.
I'm going to give the defensive coordinator a tip of the cap here. They went with dime coverage with 6 defensive backs, which gives them a lot more speed on the field. And with those defensive backs, they're able to play better in space. They recognize the ball, step in front of it for a nice interception.
And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Here's the first play of the drive now from that 20-yard line. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And he dumps it off to the tight end. Tackle made after a solid gain to spot the ball at the 31.
Chris, the more we watch these spread offenses attack in today's game, it's not just about the vertical shots with the taller receivers on the outside. Defenses are challenged even more by those smaller slot receivers and their quickness in space.
And looking to throw now on 1st down. Cannot escape, and down he goes.
Chris, that's on the offensive line right there. They definitely have to be feeling responsible because it's almost like you didn't protect your little brother back there.
After the first down loss, it's 2nd and long from the 22. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. They tackle him after a short return, but they get the football back and set up shop near midfield. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. And now the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Handing off on the draw play. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. The back just had no chance there. The defense is all over the draw play to stop him behind the line.
Yeah, I don't know if they were tipped off or what, but they weren't fooled at all. You could tell the defense was dialed in, knew exactly what was coming, and made the tackle.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Missed his receiver. It's incomplete.
I like the call here. 3rd down and long. You know they're going to apply pressure. The screen game almost works, but you've got to complete the pass for your guy to have a chance to turn upfield. It's a missed opportunity there on 3rd down and long.
And the return ends with the man stepping out of bounds. The Gators offense retakes the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Receiver looks it in. It's complete.
This defense has got to be aware of these quick throws to these wide receivers. They're lucky he didn't come up with more yards.
That completion makes it 2nd and short. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. He's past the 35. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Well, Chris, you think about over the years with the Gators and their offense, it's always about Steve Spurrier and spreading it out, front and gun, and attacking downfield. But I think these great Gator teams, they have an ability to do what we just saw right here. Pick up a first down on the ground, relying on an offensive line and their running back.
Looking to throw it on first down. He'll take a deep shot here. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
So 2nd down after the incompletion. Here's the handoff. The pickup is just 3 yards. Now it's 3rd down and 7.
The defensive coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. And he moves the ball across midfield and picks up a first down. That's the 2-minute warning here before halftime as the offense tries to cut into this lead. This offense has gotten going at long last. It's another 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
Boy, this one's on the offensive line, Chris. They've got to do a better job of protecting the franchise quarterback. This guy's as good as there is in the country, and they're letting this pressure get to their quarterback. You either get the ball out faster, or the offensive line's got to do a better job of taking care of their guy.
They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there, but now it's 3rd down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Looking to throw yet again. And they heave it deep downfield. Deep shot caught down inside the 20. And he's brought down at the 1-yard line. What a play on the completion.
Well, this is what you would call a 3-down back. Running backs that can run between the tackles, they can get outside, and they can also catch the ball out of the backfield. Here they have the benefit of having one of those kind of backs that can not just catch the ball, but once he gets his hands on the ball, he's got enough wiggle and speed to be able to get after a defense.
First and goal. Great chance to take the lead before halftime. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior. 2nd and goal for the offense. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida. Kirk, they were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and reach the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
Automatic in the PAT. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner opportunity to bring this back. And the USC offense is back out on the field. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Finds the receiver wide open. Oh, and he's in the clear down the left side. Can they catch him? They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, SC.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the PAT puts them up 3.
That makes the score USC 13, Florida 10.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field.
Set to kick this one away.
Fields it just outside the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. The Florida offense retakes the field. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. First down. Looking to throw the football. Looking for a deep completion. Oh, grabs it near the sideline. It's a huge gain.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
One play moves the ball to the 45. It'll be first down. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. He's looking to make a big play downfield. But this one is broken up and falls incomplete.
But Chris, the offense takes a shot downfield, and this defender does a great job of making a play on the ball. Not only that, he tips that ball up into the air. Good chance for the defense to come up with an interception there.
After the incompletion, QB tries it again on 2nd and 10. Catch made down inside the 20. And they've got him down at the 3. Big gain on that completion. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. It is 1st and goal, a great chance to claim the lead before the break here. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Ball carrier tackled there. 2nd down and goal upcoming. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Launching one to the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone. Not much on the return, but they snuff out the drive with the takeaway.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least, a field goal. They got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this player
on the junior gets home, making a sack there.
I like how this defense is bringing pressure from all over the field, and that's the key in putting together a good defensive strategy. On this play, it came from the outside linebacker, and he gets to the quarterback.
From the shotgun, here's an inside give. And they get him down in what will be the final play of this first half. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
All right, guys, you've been calling a magnificent game there in Gainesville so far.
The Gators will kick this away to get the second half going. And this won't be for a touchback. And here comes the USC offense back on the field. And a chance right away here in the second half to stretch the lead and build momentum. Let's see what this defense can do about it. Down he goes, a sack.
Well, let's face it, they dug themselves a hole in the first half, but I'll tell you what, they're coming out with a new look and a new energy here to start the second half.
Short loss on the play sets up second and long from the 18. And he'll set up to throw. Here's a wide-open receiver, complete. They keep the drive going. It's a first down to the 46. And the Trojans will come to the line to crank up the tempo.
Boy, just a great throw and outstanding accuracy by this USC quarterback. We always know over the years that SC has as much history as anybody at this quarterback spot, and sure is living up to that right now.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Offense getting set, second down play here. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. And tackled there by the defense.
I thought the defense was in pretty good position there. They sat back and had good coverage, eyes on the quarterback, but you almost got to just give the quarterback and the receiver credit for being able to come up with that completion.
And this offense picks. Tackle him at the 44. So hang on here. We've got a timeout as the coach wants the officials to take another look. He thinks he might have a shot at getting this overturned. So the challenge doesn't work. That'll cost the head coach a timeout. We'll see if that comes into play later in the ballgame. And the Trojans are moving quickly down the field. Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. They didn't lose any yards, which is great. I think they're definitely looking for more from that play.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up third down. They come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. On third down, he drops to throw. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
Good pressure here by this defense, but it felt like the quarterback held on to the ball a little bit too long to come up with that sack for the D.
And the Trojans will send the punt team onto the field. They're going to kick it away for the second time. And the punt will bounce and go out of bounds down at the 5-yard line. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. So it's 1st and 10 inside the 5. How does the coaching staff play this? So they run the ball to get some breathing room, or will they trust the QB and be more aggressive here? And that deep shot is caught for a big gain.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
The gain moves the ball past the 40, sets up another 1st and 10. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. He's going to take another shot right here. Defense breaks it up. Nice play. Incomplete.
Well, they come out firing here to start this second half. They didn't make this completion, but I think it sends a clear message to this defense that the adjustments that this offense is going to make is that they're going to be aggressive and they're going to look for their one-on-one opportunities.
Incompletion makes it second down. And the quarterback dropping back. Pass hauled in inside the 15. Touchdown, Gators. They'll take the lead in the second half. Looked like a total bust there. Easy pitch and catch like you'd see in a Tuesday practice.
Yeah, that quarterback's eyes must have lit up on that play because you've got one of your players way downfield without any defender around him.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point makes it a 4-point game. kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. This one is not returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone. And the Trojans' offense is back out on the field. Last possession, they were forced to kick it away. Can they finally get things going this time? They'll tackle him right at the 31.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Defense is coming after him. And the senior making a disruptive impact play.
Man, how do you like to be the offensive coordinator for this team right now with the offensive line coach trying to come up with any answer at all to deal with this pass rush? That's 5 sacks now in this game. They cannot seem to stop this pressure from this defense.
Short connection to the tight end here.
Great job here by the defense. 3rd down and long. You drop back in coverage, keep everything in front of you, force that quarterback to have to check the ball down, and then you rally to the football to force his 4th down. Great job here by the D.
And the returner brought down by the coverage team. The Gators offense retakes the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? Handoff to the right side. Watch the spin move. And runner brought down, but looks like there's a flag on the field. Let's see what this is about. Will that holding penalty be a drive killer? First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Here's the option play. He'll toss it to the back. Oh, look at the quick cut. Breaks the tackle, gets into the clear. Tackle, but not before picking up big yards and a first down. Defense couldn't stop the option that time.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Pressure is coming. They get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, here the defense decided to sit back and play zone, and that front didn't do a good job of pressuring the quarterback. He had the time to make the throw, and he put it on target.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. It's picked off again, the 4th for this QB today. So a great return following the pick. They're finally able to get him down.
Chris, he's just trying to find the hole in his own coverage. But, as you know, those windows can open and close pretty quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So the timing's got to be just right, or you're going to see an interception like this.
Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Nowhere to go. The ball knocked loose. Able to get the ball back, but it could still be a drive killer.
Well, just like running backs, quarterbacks, when they decide to pull the ball down and run, they've got to protect it. He left it out away from his body exposed, and it got knocked away. He's very fortunate he had a teammate who was able to get on top of him.
And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. And the Florida offense retakes the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. For the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. They're going to run the option. He'll pitch it. He'll be stopped for a loss on the play. The defense all over the option that time.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Brings up third down.
So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. And they'll loft this one deep to the left side. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up fourth down. And the Gators will line up to punt it away.
On to kick it away.
And the ball is away from inside the 10. Oh, and he's got a crease here. Look out. Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain on the return. And the USC offense is back out on the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. Here's a throw underneath to the back. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
The completion sets up a second down play. They'll keep it on the ground with the draw play. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Man, the defensive coordinator has to be fired up about this play. The thing that he has to love is that his defense and their technique was right on point. They didn't lose their leverage. They stayed with the play and didn't just go after the quarterback.
They punted 4 times already on the verge of a 5th. They can't convert this third down. Running back grabs it on a screen. 0 running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Man, really good job here by the defense, flying around, recognizing the ball is out, and then making a tackle short of the first down.
It looks like no return here as that punt heads out of bounds. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. Forced to punt last time, trying to add points, build the lead right here. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play.
This is good pressure by the defense, but it just felt like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a little bit too long, which allowed the defense to get home.
One man in the backfield, and he'll get the football. The ball carrier taken down, but there's a flag on the field. Offense moving backwards after that holding penalty. And as we take a break, take a quick look at how the national rankings stack up in the chase for those playoff positions. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Now, wasn't alert enough, didn't get the playoff. That'll cost him 5 yards.
Delay of game. Offense.
And the delay of game penalty will push the offense back 5. Getting set. Here's second down. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Oh, he's looking to throw. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up.
Man, he got crushed there, didn't he, Chris? And we know this guy is their superstar. He's their leader. But based on that last play, this offensive line's got to do a better job of recognizing that they got to take care of him.
Tackle made, but there's a flag down on the field.
Offense.
Obviously, the defense will decline that penalty on the offense and take the result of that play. The Gators will have to kick this away when he comes for his second punt of the game. And backed up, he gets away a booming punt. We'll see if he can make a play on this return. They finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Getting close to midfield now. They'll bring him down to the 47. Offense getting set. It's second down. Grab behind the line. It's Harper. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
So much pressure on the defense against the RPO because you're always going to be wrong if it's executed correctly. Here, they were determined to stop the run. The problem is you leave yourself vulnerable to a throw into a flat. Right flat's open. The quarterback makes the right throw. Look at these yards.
That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result was a tackle for a loss for the back.
Split backfield here. And he'll drop back here on third down. Here's a screen pass to the running back. They bring him down, but not before he gains for
Via the screen.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. He's running out of time here. He'll be wrapped up on the scramble there, settling for a short gain.
That's how you get after the quarterback. This is a great play by the defense of being able to affect the timing between the quarterback and the receiver. And, man, how about the hit at the end of the play? Man, he laid the hit stick on him there.
And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down.
Well, there's just so many things happening on these read option plays, and they happen fast. This defense has done a good job of trying to prevent this quarterback from hitting the big play. He gets some...
And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Oh, and he dropped it. He could not hang on for a touchdown. My goodness. Down one possession in the fourth quarter, and the offense is going to try to convert here on fourth down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. He's brought down, a sack for the defense coming up big on this fourth down play.
Now, the quarterback's got to get the ball out of his hands. He had a lot of time back there in the pocket, looking over the field, desperately trying to find an open receiver. Nobody's open, but he still's got to take off or try to make a play. Instead, he's sacked, and it's a turnover on downs.
Tackle made after just a short gain. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. What's the play call here on second down for this offense?
Get set, get set.
Takes the ball, tries the right side here. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, with the lead here, this is where you want to just take your time. The defense, as we know, they are looking to do anything they can to create an aggressive play to try to create a turnover. So you got to work that clock, but also protect the football. I'm sure the coach right now is preaching to all his guys and reminding them about ball security at this point in the game.
Challenging play for the offense. They face third and long here from their own 43. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Lets it fly to the wideout. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up fourth down.
Chris, I just don't know about this call. I like the aggressive approach, but at this point, late in the game, playing with the lead, third down and long, maybe you run the ball. You know, work that clock. Continue to think about the big picture.
Airing this one out toward the sideline. Pass falls incomplete on the deep shot, but there is a penalty marker down. Let's check it out. So the PI penalty cost the defense 15, and it's a fresh set of downs. So 1st and 10 for the offense after a costly fourth down penalty on the defense. Here comes a handoff. Brought down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
Handoff as he try to work the clock here. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
Looking for a gap. It's Smith. Spinning out of the tackle. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Great job by the running back of staying inbounds to continue to work that clock, working here in the fourth quarter with the lead. You got that defense getting closer and closer to their goal line. They are backed up, and they are desperate. They've got to make a play here. The offense just has to take care of the ball, a chance to really secure victory here.
Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida. This offense is still clicking. Extra point try coming now. Extra point is up and good, so the lead now is 11 here in the final quarter. Getting set to kick the ball off now. That's a deep kickoff, hammered out the back of the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the USC offense back on the field. Defense got a big fourth down stop in the last possession. Let's see what happens here. And the junior able to get home with the sack. And the Trojans hustle to the line to run the hurry out.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior. So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on fourth down. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. And it's incomplete to end the drive. A turnover on downs during the late stages of this game. The Gators offense retakes the field. Now the offense is set up with a short field. The back's got it. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
But these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game, because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Important second down play coming up. They'll try the option play here. Pitches to the back. Breaking tackles. And the defense is there to smother him. They were all over the option play that time. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. They moved the ball into good position, but now it's third and long. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Gets rid of it on the move. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. Touchdown, Gators. Still no answer for this offensive machine. That's another passing strike from this quarterback. He is having himself a tremendous ball game.
Boy, this guy just can't miss. Every single time he throws, it seems like he's coming up with another touchdown. The receivers are running good routes. He has enough time to throw. And, man, this poor defense, they might want to think about changing up coverage, because right now it is not working.
Now the try here for the extra point. Extra point up and good. They build the lead to 18 here in the final quarter. Now they get set to kick it away. And the deep kick will sail out the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Trojans offense is back out on the field. At this point, there's not much you can do except play for pride. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
I really feel that this quarterback is rattled. At this point, he's already been sacked a number of times. I think it's affecting his timing with his receivers.
And throwing again on 2nd and 10. And he can't escape. It's a sack for the defense. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. Drops back. Looking to throw for it on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a 4th down. The offense stays on the field down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Needs a completion here on 4th down. Complete to the running back. Can he get first down yardage? Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Trojans. Just ran away from the defense.
Man, I love this. Chris, I don't think they're going to have a chance to come all the way back, but here we are, under 2 minutes to go, and they continue to show some fight. And then, you know what? Who knows? Maybe you cover an onside kick and you get right back in it.
And the extra point was up and good. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. And the receiving team makes the recovery. The hands team does its job perfectly. And the Florida offense retakes the field. The back behind the quarterback now in the pistol. They'll work the clock here with the running game. Breaks the tackle. Now he's got room to run. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. The running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. And then 1st down, right back to the running game. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
2nd down after that previous play. And he drops back in the gun. He's looking deep here. And he's got it. Touchdown for him.
This receiver is putting on a show today. That is 3 trips to the end zone already. And based on how this defense is playing against him, this may not be the last time we see him in the end zone today.
Extra point up and good. They build the lead to 18 in the final quarter. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. That one sails out of the back of the end zone at the touchback. And the USC offense is back out on the field. Well, this has been a disappointment. They've had their doors blown off here, just playing for pride at this point. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. And he's brought down. Offense going backwards with the sack. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Well, the defender makes the catch, but it's ruled out of bounds, so incomplete. They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Receiver makes the catch. He's not going to get the 1st down. It's 4th down. And the Trojans come to the line in the hurry up. Trying for a 4th down completion. Fires it to the wideout. And that one's picked off. What a play. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the 2nd half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
He's called down at the 35. Brings up 2nd down.
Offense goes to the pistol formation now. They'll run it to the left. They bring him down to the 25. They're moving closer and closer to the red zone. And a timeout is taken with just 1 second remaining in the game.
Timeout, Florida.
So now on comes the field goal unit. He was successful last time out. This attempt is from 42 yards away. And it's good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, here we are, midpoint of the season, and this group is still marching along undefeated, chasing a perfect record.